guys, what's up? Sorry, I just had the weirdest dream last night. It was I was talking about the Star Wars Holiday Special, then I played Sonic Adventure, and then for some reason when it was loading back to the menu, it started playing Sonic Christmas Blast. Yeah, weird, I know. Anyways, I'm gonna go play a game. Jesus! So, Sonic Christmas Blast was a 1996 Christmas special for the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon. Weird how it got a 1996 Christmas special, but was discontinued in 1994, whatever. When I first saw this cover, I thought this was some early CG cartoon, like a reboot and the Donkey Kong Country cartoon. I mean, it is promoting Sonic Blast on the Game Gear and Sonic 3D Blast on the Genesis, Saturn, and PC. Actually, this was originally called an Extremely Sonic Christmas, as in Sonic Xtreme, the cancelled Sonic game on the Sega Saturn that would have been his foray into 3D, but was cancelled for a number of reasons and issues. I'll leave a link in the description for a 3-part video series about the matter, if you're so inclined to see it. It starts off with the opening to Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, but shows things that happen in the special. We find a crowd of people in front of a Jumbotron where Santa's announcing something. Turns out he's retiring and handing his position to none other than Dr. Robotnik himself, or Robotnik Claus, as he's now called. It's pretty obvious that Santa's an animatronic here, and we have Scratch and Grounder being idiots as usual. Also, Jesus, this kid has terrible voice acting.
No, Santa, please! It's too sad!
Here's the catch with his plan. Everyone gives presents to him. Wow, what a twist. Now we find Sonic talking to Sally about getting... Wait, hold up. What? Sally? Like Sally Acorn? From Saturday AM in the comics? Maybe she's in Season 2. I mean, I've only seen Season 1, so... Anyways, Sonic and Tails go to get Sally a present, and Sonic gets a ring with a squiggle on it. Scratch and Grounder make everyone give something to Robotnik Claus, and...
Filled with the spirit of Christmas giving!
Yeah, so start giving!
Please, I lost my job. My poor wife is sick. I had to sell all my furniture to pay my bills. The house is empty.
Jesus, man, give the guy a break. Sonic and Tails are having some bad luck without finding a present, until they find all the presents being sent to Robotnik Claus. They find that kid from earlier. He explains something about what had just happened and that he was enslaved in a factory and escaped and is being currently searched for. Right in the nick of time, Scratch and Grounder show up and explain that the Santa they saw was fake, and the real Santa has been taken prisoner. Sonic does a thing, then he disguises himself to get information on where the real Santa is, because Scratch and Grounder are complete morons. Robotnik Claus is whining on how many chimneys he wants or something when Scratch and Grounder tell Robotnik Claus what had happened. He tells this one robot to send out SWAT bots. Wait, like Set AM? Should have guessed. Robotnik tells Scratch and Grounder to find Sonic. Speaking of which, Sonic and Tails find the cave Santa is located in, but are attacked. But Sonic does another thing, because of course he does. Sonic then finds the real Santa, and apparently Santa knows who he is.
Are you there? It's me, Sonic!
Sonic?
Okay. Santa and Sonic find that Robotnik stole everything from his workshop. Santa gives up, and Sonic comes up with a plan, but Santa says it would take too long. And then Santa notices the ring Sonic is wearing and shows the depictions of what they mean in the cave Santa was held captive in. Santa explains that if all the impossible challenges are completed, the person with the ring will get the power of super speed. Sonic accomplished all of them pretty easily, and one where Sonic is snowboarding, I assume inspired by Ice Cap, Scratch and Grounder try to get Sonic, but there's Scratch and Grounder, so the plan fails. As slapstickish as usual. Dr. Robotnik is celebrating his Christmas, but Sonic does his super speed thing and returns all the presents around the world, including Sally. Santa is impressed with Sonic's speed and actually retires. I blinked. What?
It's time for me to retire and turn my job over to you.
Me? Wow! That's great! Now you're Sonic Claus! Sonic Claus?
Santa Claus.
And he wishes all of you a Merry Christmas.
The kid's right. An extremely Merry Christmas. Every year of your life.
And then it ends. Well, in conclusion, only children will enjoy this. Now, it's not bad, but it's not really good either, so it's just mediocre at best. 5 out of 10. Okay, I would have things here, but I want to talk about something else. You know how I referenced Back to the Future in the end of the Star Wars Holiday Special review at the end? Well, it wasn't just a reference. Now, I'm not going to be talking about one of the movies. They're great. Even the third one, which is considered the weakest link. Heck, Back to the Future 2 is my favorite film of all time. But I'm talking about one of the games. Now, there is that great point-and-click adventure game by Telltale. And it's like a fourth Back to the Future movie. But I'm talking about Back to the Future 3 on the Sega Genesis. And I know there are versions on the Master System and various other computer systems from the time, but the Genesis version is the most well-known. Doesn't stop it from sucking.
This game is hard. Well, the first level is. I don't know what else to say, but frick this game. It's in the scene when Doc and Marty save Claire from falling into the ravine, but apparently Doc had birds flying into him, boulders falling right into him, tomahawks being flung at him, cowboys shooting him, and getting like a million concussions. This is one of the most frustrating games I've ever played. Things are being thrown at him faster than the turbo tunnel and battle toads. Also, the horse is going too fast. It's probably the emulator's problem, because I've played a different emulator that had the horse running at a normal speed. But that normal speed was still way too fast. I've never gotten past the first level, ever. Actually, there's only 4 levels in the entire game. I guess they were too lazy to make new ones, so they just cranked the difficulty to go frick yourself setting. This is just one of the worst examples of trial and error in a video game that I've ever seen. This game would make Dark Souls blush, for Christ's sake.
In conclusion, frick this game. Don't play it, because if you do, you're going to have a bad time. Just play Back to the Future the game, which is probably on the modern console you own. Or actually play Super Back to the Future 2 on the Super Famicom, well, with an emulator or something. Actually, just watch one of the movies. Now, goodbye. I'm gonna go watch the actual Back to the Future 3.